Boys and girls, welcome back. We did not cast game 1 or 2, sadly, of this set, but it is tied up 1-1. We're in game 3, and the winner of this game, the winner of this match, fights against Impact in the semifinals. Spawning here in the top right corner of the map, though, it's going to be the Red Terran player Bunny, not the European.
Is he teamless or?
Probably not. I'd be surprised if he was.
Probably not, yeah. Well, in the bottom left, we got our purple Zerg player. Why is he called? Yeah, well, anyway, it's Losira.
Yeah, okay, he was Losira first, then he tried to make Kongho his name. I think now he's just going back to Losira.
No. Has he really?
I'm guessing, I mean, it's the account he's been using for a while. Like, I know it's, you know, Kongho, but he doesn't use the account, so I'm assuming he's just gone back to Losira.
Well, okay, I don't mind. I like Losira as a name. But he's on MVP, I just realized. So that's cool.
Yeah, him, Departure, and Gumiho did not want to be in the same group for 32 Boys 1 Cup because they didn't want to fight each other for being on the same team.
Oh, yeah. And Bunny is on CJ Entis.
Oh, hold up. Okay, CJ Entis is cool and all, but look at this pull timing, I'm sure.
That was 15 pull, right? No?
No, what? Are you kidding me?
What was it, like 13 then, or what?
I think. I don't know. I was hoping you were looking. We're gonna be honest.
Maybe it was a 13 pull. I mean, it's not super crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's 13. I'm pretty sure it's 13.
Okay. I mean, I've seen Hyun do that a few times, just as a kind of macro opener, and he'll make 6 lanes at a pretty early time, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's probably 13. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure. You're a Grandmaster Zerg player. You should know these timings.
I'm trying to look at like some sort of hints to.
My excuse is I'm a shitty Terran player on the North American server. Who cares about me? I don't know the Zerg.
I don't use 13 pull.
Yeah, it finishes like, you know, 2 minutes 48 seconds. You should know exactly what that is indicative of.
I usually use.
Did you even beat Sox3 or did someone else play on your account, man? Look, I remember the Vera Lynn shit. All right, I went through that once already. Don't do this to me again. I can't deal with it twice.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. He's going to hide the links. Oh, this is so smart.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the Overlord got the SCV. So nice. Yeah, early game, I don't use the clock for a lot. I use the supply as a kind of guideline a lot of the time.
Wow.
So
And that's why you're never going to make it to the finals of a tournament.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so this kind of hurts. This kind of hurts because the Reaper's still coming. Oh, he's actually going to dodge the Reaper. Oh, this is so sick. So the Queen's at home will defend, right? And, I mean, this comes out so quick, the Queen, because of the earlier pool. And I'm pretty sure it's a 13 pull now too, and I'm saying this because of the Queen timing spawn here. But with the lanes coming across the map like this, they're going to be able to get a kill on the SUV on the command center. Hell, they might even get a cancel on the command center because rather than going for the 2 Marine follow-up right away, go straight to the reactor.
I mean, I just have to say that I have to strongly criticize Bunny for his decision here because I mean, sure, the SCV got dodged, but he SCV scouted the hatch timing. Like, he should be
now we're going on timings, are we?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, I have to give you crap. I love you, bitch.
What I'm saying is, it could have even been a 15 pull, but it's the same thing from Bunny's perspective. If he sees that it's pulled before hatch, no matter what the pull timing is, if the hatch is delayed and it's pulled first,
he
should be keeping the Reaper back, and he's losing SCVs now.
Yeah, he's actually lost 3 SCVs, so this actually ends up being cost effective for Losira. Yeah. Not to mention all the additional lost mining of like 7 SCVs having been pulled off that line for quite some time. So, a decent start for what was a minimal investment. I mean, it's not like there was gas taken so early that this became an all-in. I mean, this is just really well executed.
Yeah, well executed. But I mean, again, yeah, sure, might have been 13 pull, might have been 15 pull. But when Bunny sees that it's a pull first, just keep the Reaper back at home, man. It's like there's bound to be lings, even if it's a 15 pull, that are trying to sneak around the map. So there's no reason to, you know, hit the Queen a couple of times and then go home. Just keep the Reaper back at home. And as it is, yeah, you lost 3 SCVs, whereas you could have prevented that had you kept the Reaper back at home. So just so that's said. But okay, we got a starport coming down with
Medivacs, not Banshees. Yeah, I thought with the tech lab it was going to be the Banshees, but
yeah,
no second guess.
even like a Bolt Viking, you know, like something either Banshee or a Viking, but such a quick medivac. I guess he's just going to drop Hellions in the main base or something.
Right, but this isn't going to work because normally this heavily relies on getting there unseen and through dead space. But with the Overlord spread here out of Losira, he's going to see this coming, so he should be able to respond. The only downside is he doesn't have creep connecting the main to the natural, so that kind of sucks, but I mean, the time at which he sees this coming should make up for I guess the slower Queen speed, maybe?
Let's see, well, Okay, third CC goes down and he gets scouted. So great scout by Losira, and he sees the starport. He sees there's no tech lab on it, so he should know what's up. So he should have links in the main base right now, and queens are out of position. But 10 links in production, they're not quite finished. And here goes the Hellions. Let's see how many drones he can kill. And the links are popping just in time. 18 links.
Well, this queen's just seconds away.
So he's gonna hold it up. Lost like one drone maybe.
I really like that he pulled off with those drones too. I mean, that could have been much worse had he just decided to like say, I can do it, no problem. I do wish he'd spread some creep though after that first drop. It won't be the last one.
Yeah, I would like to see that as well. Looks like he's thinking the same thing. Maybe the queens are standing on the edge. Well, he's gonna drop the Hellions again, and he might lose the Hellion here. No, picks it up, nice.
That was just the problem, like he can't get there to pick off the medevac, right? So I mean, like with that creep spray, like assuming this had creep all over it, that may have actually been as far as him like getting that medevac to like half health or lower.
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting though, just to mention that as well. Losira's got 2 evos, but he went for a pretty quick lair, and he's making a spire before researching 1-1 upgrades, and his third has not even been made, which to me is quite surprising. I guess he's just been joining up and preparing to defend the attack, and you know, focus his resources on not losing stuff, and then just delaying the third a bit. It's gonna take the third now. So yeah, he's gonna have pretty quick mutas. He's starting 1-1 upgrades after the spire, so pretty quick mutas. More Raxes coming down for Bunny. He made the E-base before the Raxes though, so he's gonna have a bit less Marines.
Yeah, there's not actually that overload over here for Losira. It did get picked off early, don't forget. So you can't duck in here to scout and see you know, just what's coming. I mean, I think every Terran player plays Bio as their default. A very select, like less than like 1% of the population of Terrans play Mech, but I guess he's just assuming it's gonna be Bio, and it's an okay assumption to make.
Yeah. I mean, he did see the... Yeah. I mean, it could be a fake Stimpack research, but he did see the Stimpack researching though, right?
Check.
On the tech lab, I think.
Yeah, you're right, he did. It's spinning.
So Bunny went for a bit of Woodmine harassment, dropping the main there. Killed like 1 drone and didn't even kill a queen, so didn't do too much there. Bunny just getting more access, 5 access in total, getting the armory now for the 2-2 upgrades, nicely timed out. And he's making turrets. What did he... I guess he saw the spire when he went for the Widowmine drop, so he knows the mutas are coming, so that's really nice for him. I mean, Losira delayed his upgrades. The upgrades are still like even, so he's not really behind on upgrades. I guess because of the opener of Bunny went for the quick medivac, so he delayed his own upgrades. So even though Losira went for mutas before upgrades, still even on upgrades, that's fine for him. And he has the mutas on the field, so he's gonna have some map control with those.
I would say a fair amount. I mean, there's really not that many medevacs out right now, so that we don't see a ton of drops gearing up to go. And I mean, even if they do, the creep spread's kind of nice. He should see most of these coming from far enough away. The Overlord spread complements this as well. I mean, that Pult Viking is out, but so are the mutas, so this shouldn't get away with more than like 1 or 2 kills.
Yeah. This is very interesting. If you look at Losira, he just took his gases at his third base now, which is like insanely late considering how long he's been mining from that third base for. And he's been making a lot of units. It looks like he's been quite, I almost want to say paranoid about the medivac timing of Bunny, delaying the gases at his third for so long. It's kind of hurting him. He doesn't have the gas to start 2-2 anytime soon, so...
That's the downside of not having seen the first 2 games. I mean, we really could... Something like that could have actually been the influence of why this happened in Game 3, but... with the Baneleys, you should be able to deal with the Hellbats, and then as a follow-up, be able to deal with the Marines. Yeah, lots of links just running right past all of this. Mutas will swamp, and yeah, that boost will save them for now. I like this. Man, we didn't talk about this though, but like a lot of Terran players are starting to take this third. I like this third so much more. We're seeing it more and more often, and I feel like the advantage for having that watchtower just plays the benefits of, you know, the fact that this is way more open and a lot harder to defend, opposed to this base over here, which you're going to constantly get hit by run-bys that you won't see coming. Drop with the main, double drop with the main. Actually, Woodmine's going down here too. Gonna waste a shot here on a drone. Oh, he's gonna get another good one though, I think.
Yeah.
Nah, just a couple links. Could have been better.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to have an established opinion that I think the other third base is a lot better, but it still makes sense to have the third base he's got now. It's just, in my opinion, it's easier to do run-bys into the natural though. So it's easier for the Zerg to get into the core of the Terran base with run-bys. Whereas if you take the other third, only the third base is exposed to run-bys more or less. So if you keep the third base secured to run-bys, you're not really gonna take damage from run-bys ever if you have, you know, like a nice wall around the bunker. Whereas when you got the third base in this location, you can go as a circle straight into the natural. So it depends where the Terran rallies, I guess, in reinforcements, etc.
Well, I think the trade-off is, I mean, again, that watchtower really comes into big effect because you don't need static defense if your army's there to respond, and if you see it coming, then of course your army will move. So I mean, like, whether that's the best air base or not objectively doesn't really matter, but it's nice that Bunny does have some map control, because oftentimes that's where you're choked in your natural base. You got creep spread coming right up your ass. He's got to split for these banelings though. Splits are okay to start, but I don't know if he split enough. Oh, at least he's gonna clean it all up. Good trade here for Losira.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe Bunny's being a bit over aggressive because he's going for the creep, right? And he's trying to establish a position where he can pressure to be expected fourth base out of Losira. But if we look at Losira, he's not even tried to take a fourth. He's just been pumping units hardcore, and that's why he's been able to trade so efficiently. He hasn't really been going for any, you know, a fourth base and any drones to the fourth base as you normally see. He's just been pumping and pumping units, and that's why he's been able to trade pretty well here. But I mean, if Bunny can hold on though, he's starting the +3 attack.
See it?
Right. Oh. Yeah, if Bunny can drag it on, I mean, yeah, there's no fourth for the Zerg. He's starting +3 attack. He can get an upgrade lead, and he's knocked down a base as you normally see in CVT. So, a bit interesting to see the way Losira is playing this with a very low muta count, which is not too uncommon to just make a lot of units, not as many mutas anymore after the 4 changes and Widowmine changes. But I mean, not making a fourth at all. I don't know. He's kind of relying on Bunny to just keep pumping units and keep attacking into him. So if Bunny does do that, though, he might be in trouble. Because if Losira just smashes this army, he can just counterattack and try and win the game. But that's what Losira is banking on. So if he doesn't get that dream engagement, he's in trouble. There's no fourth base.
Vivek in retreat now. Middle portion of the map. Lots of banelings just kind of... Ugh. It's a nice baneling count. Problem is, there's no way to really effectively use that right now because you can't just start moving out on the map. Obviously, you want to be fighting on creep warrior when you can. And Bunny's actually been doing a pretty good job of cleaning up this creep.
Yeah, and I like how defensive he's being. I don't know if he realizes that there's no fourth. Yeah, he does just scan now, realizes there's no fourth base. Well, hold on, Losira.
Oh, he's just gonna go for it.
Oh, I don't know. Those banelings are gonna trade so badly versus Marauders and Thors.
I know, that's supposed to be like that one kill move, but at the same time, if he kills enough of this, the mutas will eventually clean the rest. I mean, there's not a lot of Marines left after that fight. I mean, it was kind of wasteful amount of banelings, but they still got the job that they needed to done. Was it inefficient? Yes, but again, they kill so much of the anti-air here. Mutas just magic box on top of this one Thor.
Oh, the banelings.
Oh, these SCVs, where are they splitting to? Nowhere. Well, now we're seeing one of the big downsides to taking this base. There's nowhere to run if you get caught behind the mineral line like that. Bunny takes some pretty heavy hits, and this command center should probably... Well, actually, the Thor's still alive. Wow. Definitely been a bit of a nuisance, but there's so many links here. He needs to lift it. Like, there's no way you can leave that base down like this. Try to focus the medevac with the Thors. Pulls back with mutas.
Saves the Thor, but yeah, the third base is just getting ravished, so... I don't know, very... Careful game at Losira. It's like a 3-base all-in, more or less. So committed to with this 3-base economy, but he worked. He just took a fight off creep and just had more stuff,
though,
I guess.
Bunny is coming up on 3-3, and he did manage to get a command center landed before the creep spread, so while this kind of sucks, the CC lives, he can repair this. He's going to have a major upgrade lead. I wouldn't count him out of the game just yet, but that, I mean, that's only because Lucira's only just gotten his 4th. I think if Lucira's mining up a 4th this entire time, I think Bunny's dead.
Yeah, it's always going to be tricky to fight into like Hellbats, Marauders, and Thors with a lot of banelings, because you don't really want to ram banelings into any of that. But if he just has a lot of lings, he should be able to overwhelm. And the Planetary Baron does not finish, and that's not going to be part of the fight at all.
Oh, with the banelings round 2, the massacre lifts up quite a few units. Actually, that medevac gonna be a big deal. Thor's doing what they can.
There. Lost like 10 banelings to the Thor, so not that many banelings remaining. There's a few though.
I killed the CC. I mean, that's gonna really sting. More banelings coming from behind us.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't fight the choke of this this sort of engagement area, he should be okay. I mean, all he has to really do is deny mining while he's on 4 bases himself, and I think he's gonna be fine.
Exactly. He's finally got that 4th up with 11 drones added now, and Bunny just scanned it, and he's like, he must be thinking, oh shit, you're on 4 bases now, so that's a problem for him because he's got a 3rd CC now landed, but I mean. He's basically mined out in his main and natural, so that he won't have that much income after all.
Yeah, that's the problem with mules. They get you ahead quick, but they also eat up on the minerals faster, so...
Yeah.
If you can't use that accelerated economy to win, you're gonna fall behind the late game. So, one Thor remains to be the biggest threat in this fight. Couple more Marines gonna push this back too. He's actually out of baneling, surprisingly enough. What's happened to Losira's juice?
Yeah, has to be careful not to engage too quickly after. You know, he just took a fight at the third base of Bunny. If he takes a fight too quickly after that, he's just not gonna have enough baneling. So he's gonna try and regroup now, get some more forces out. And Bunny now, he's desperate. He's going on creep, deep on creep. So he feels like he needs to do damage, but I mean that's not gonna work. He's so down in supply now. It's gonna be the end of it, I think.